2 Peter 2:21-22. For it will have been better for them never to have known the way of righteousness than having no need to turn back from the holy commandment that had been delivered to them. They are illustrations of this true proverb. The dog returns to his own vomit, and a sow, after washing herself, wallows in the mire. This is a strong warning passage. Just like Jesus Christ said, remember Lot's wife. There was a decreed destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and God sent an angel to save Lot and his family. So Lot, the wife, and 2 daughters were living Sodom and Gomorrah, and they were told, don't look back. And it just seems like just a tiny phrase, right? Just like, don't look back. What is even that? Why would you tell me not to look back? If I want to look back, I can look back. If I don't want to look back, I may not look back. But she looked back and became a pillar of salt. She became an eternal example of how almost like a small instruction, violating a small instruction could mean a very big deal. And I've been going through the Sermon on the Mount in my radio program now. If you want to listen, it's on Melody FM Ibadan, 8 p.m. every Sunday. I started talking about the Sermon on the Mount and how the words of Jesus Christ, we may disregard them. But in chapter 7 of the book of Matthew, at the tail end of the Sermon on the Mount, it said, anyone who does not do my word is like the person who builds his house on sand, and the wind comes and the house will crash. So when you look at the list of things he mentioned there, and you say to yourself, he's just joking with us, right? He's just messing with us. You can do these things. Do not be angry. Do not lust. You can do all these things. We can just use some other understanding to sort of blunt the powerful instruction that Jesus Christ was given. But he said, look, you think it's a joke, but the person who is not going to do these words of mine has built his house on sand, and a crash out is on the horizon. We are seeing something like that on this passage. Do not look back. Do not turn back. He said, for it will have been better for them never to have known the way of righteousness than having known it to turn back. Jesus Christ said, if you lay your hand on the plow and look back. The point is that it's not a joke. There are consequences. That's what we're talking about. There are consequences. Peter is saying, receive this as a warning, for it will have been better for them never to have known the way of righteousness. Remember what Jesus Christ said at the Sermon on the Mount. He said, you are the salt of the earth, that if a salt loses its flavor, it will be thrown out and trampled underfoot. So is it not better for that thing to not even be salt at all, to just be some sand just there, or whatever it can be? But once you are the salt, to lose your flavor is a warning, it's dangerous. It will have been better for them never to have known the way of righteousness than having known it to turn back from the holy commandment that had been delivered to them. They are illustrations of this true proverb. A dog returns to his own vomit. Can you picture that? It's disgusting. That's exactly what Peter wants you to, that reaction, that feeling of disgust. He wants us to have that feeling of disgust. The dog returns to its own vomit, and a sow, after washing herself, wallows in the mire. It's a mighty, mighty warning, but all is not lost. You can restrain yourself. You can lean on the grace of God. You can do the works you did at the beginning. Those are the words of Jesus. Say, I have this against you, was wrote to a church. You have forsaken your first love. You have come back. And he said, repent and do the works you did at the beginning. God bless you. See you later.